So guess who's not smart? It's totally me. Anyway, we're back with the LoZ OoT3HC. When last we left off, we had killed Dark Link and gotten the extended hookshot and had ventured all the way down to the denizens of the first floor. With our extended long shot, we were more able to get to this room here. And in the locked room, which of course I forgot about getting a small key for, believe it or not, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it, that's the room with the boss key. So there is one more key, which in fact we were stupid for overlooking, and I actually remember exactly where it is. It was stupid enough for me to have pointed it out pretty much at the beginning when we entered this temple, and totally forget that I need to go back and get it. More or less. And in this segment, I'm going to not talk about movies, because it felt like that's all I did last segment. Instead, I will make a casual observation. I do not actually have the game, though I do have the system. I did a little research and found out that the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time actually has an easier way to switch back and forth between regular boots and Kokiri boots. That is blessedly helpful. And look, a Skulltula, and basically nothing else up here. I would keep a toll of, or a tally of how many Skulltulas I have brutally slaughtered, but okay, that was weird. Didn't let me... well, whatever. I am now going to do my best to scale the entire temple without raising or lowering the water level at all. And that's just... oh, I don't have any arrows. Time to go arrow hunting. I think I know where to find a few. These jars hopefully should have some that would save me a trip. I appreciate the hearts, though now it is not what I need. But yeah, who would have thought the temple was criticized for not being very easy to, wait a minute, what is this? Oh, yeah, this is the, the compass. And of course I would pick the wrong side. Oh, Link, you were right there! These have arrows? Rubies. You gave me rubies. I don't even think I can buy arrows. And you give me rupees. In a game where you decidedly don't need any rupees. More or less. The compass, of course. And magically the water does not appear once you get the item. So, let's make the long-winded journey back to where we need to go. And, like I was saying, so apparently they heeded the call of critics, finally making the 3D Ocarina of Time controls better. I didn't care to look into it enough. Oh, thanks. Of course, these will probably give me either bombs or... okay, why didn't you die? Bombs. Thought so. I was slashing at the thing like 5 times and it did nothing. They may possibly be immune to sword attacks, but that would be bizarre. But as I was looking up stuff about this temple, I realized there's not a lot of interesting qualities about this temple. Again, I praised it in the last segment for its intricacy in terms of how it's designed, and it is. It's a very interestingly built temple, but in turn, interesting also can mean terrible and horrible to have to navigate. So yeah, here we are in the room that we couldn't get into before. And a simple push is all it took. Bada bing, bada boom. Here is a Bonchu! No, it's a small key. These have thank you for more hearts. And if I were doing more than just a 3-heart challenge, I would be grateful, but I am not. As I was saying earlier, yeah, if you're not doing a 3-heart challenge, then having a good amount of rupees is never a bad thing. But there, again, is so little that you need to buy, and you can't upgrade your wallets or do any quests or anything, so... At least for the 3-heart challenge, and I guess I didn't assume anyone would actually try to do it. But I still ask, what is necessarily the point of doing it all then? I have no idea. But aren't I just a lowly player? Take off your boots. Wait. Take off your boots midway through the fall. And it would also be nice if there were an easier way to get back up to where the boss key is from here, but I guess that's the whole point. But you'd think that after you go through all this shenanigans the first time, they'd allow you to, like, I don't know, be able to find out where a secret hookshot target is or something. Oh my god! No, no, wire, everything, no, stop. Okay. That got my adrenaline going. Did not expect that, oh my god. No, stop! I am not about to... okay. I have to say, I'm not going to die from these freaking things when I got back and got the small key and everything. That was a sticker shock right there, though. I was not ready for that. I can't really... I can make one of them come down, that'd be easier. Stun the other one. Oh, come on, it didn't even come down all the way. If I stun it, it'll start moving again. Give it a second to wake up. Recipe for success! But, yeah, one is more manageable than having both over there. Knowing me, this will be the one time where I get knocked off. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay. And you die. And... ah, shit! Forgot about that. That was on the timer as well. No matter, just a minor going backwards a little bit. Go across the water because you are on an arbitrary timer for no reason, and you're going to lose if you... I don't know what I was doing there. Go ahead and throw these boots on. Ignore the gold sculptula for the 10,000th time. No, you're still here. Just walk. I'll kill you. I could probably just walk around it, but I'll take your arrows. They might come in handy later. Spoilers, they will not come in handy later. So we went back all that way, spent a whole 10 minutes, finally got the small key, and... that's seriously the whole point of this room. The damn master key. Master key, boss key, tomato potato. Yeah, whatever. Does jars have anything useful? Fairies! Fairies in both jars! What the... stupid jars. It's like sometimes I feel like the game knows I'm doing a 3-heart challenge and it throws things in my way that I would love to take, but it knows that I can't. Like all these rupees, and then the fairies, and then just ugh. So let's just ignore the Tektites. Be on our way back up to the top. We're moving on up to higher bosses. We finally got our piece of the water temple pie. Speaking of the Jeffersons, the actor died. Forget his name. Yeah, George Jefferson died. It's kind of sad. I liked that show. It's definitely not a show that your average white kid watches on TV land from the ages of, like, 10 to whatever. For whatever reason, I became fascinated with shows like that, like Sanford and Son, What's Happening, Different Strokes, even. I'd say I did not lead a very normal childhood. It gives you a greater sense for... Yay, I totally missed. No, I had a sentence to say, but I figured I better stop it before I go into cultural boundaries that I shouldn't go into. So play this for the 10,000th time in this temple alone. And yes, we could just get back up to the 3rd floor, relatively no problem without raising the level of the water, but as you could probably guess, and if you are observant and remember all the way back to the beginning of the temple, and the different parts of this temple that are a bit more gimmicky than others, you will realize that we actually do need it all the way up. For a couple reasons. And deal with this a-hole again. Come on. There you go. You're gonna give me a fairy again? Oh, a regular heart. You're so nice. Going up the water level. So much boringness in raising water levels every single time you have to go into this. If I were a better improviser, I could have made out a song for all those beats, but alas. So we're right back where we started, except we're fully equipped. I'll never be able to hit that Tektite from that angle. We're fully equipped with longer hookshot, boss key, and really that's all we needed. But we had to go through the underwater depths of hell and back just to get him. Stupid fairy. Now, the culmination of my frustration in this temple comes to this room alone. The room right before the boss. I'm pretty sure you can only go up this one middle pathway, and you have to pass all these 3 stupid things. I'm going to save here because I'm probably not going to make it very easily. You have to go exactly the right time to where you don't get hurt by the goddamn... Ugh. Yeah, this is going to be terrible. I know that you can go... You might be able to go up the left or right side, but whenever you try to go any way but straight up, when you try to go right or left while running, all it takes is a couple steps and then you basically fall down as if you got hit by one of those things. Can I backwards walk up? Well, that was not a very good attempt. Okay, no, I can't do it. So, let's try this one more time. Yeah, you can't roll up either. And look, I'm already half my containers down! God, this is getting terrible. My only hope at this point is that they maybe have hearts in the boss room. Oh, finally! Okay. Optional challenge run. Do this with just a heart and a quarter. Well, there's clearly nobody here, so we're just gonna walk around for a little bit. Yeah. That's not normal water, as Navi stated. It sure does look like water. Why don't you take a drink and find out, Link? Or, you know, hop into the center. That could be one way, too. And I really want to insert the Jaws theme right here, but there's another time in another game where that becomes more relevant, so I'm going to hold off for now. Not gonna lie, I'm actually a little worried about doing this boss with how much energy I have left. Don't bother looking behind you, Link. Oh, he actually does. I didn't realize that. So this is Morpha, a GAA, giant aquatic amoeba. And that clearly just hit us, but I guess it didn't count. So here's your main strategy. The whole time, if you're doing a 3-heart challenge, you want to stay, and even when you're fighting this boss in general, you don't want to stay in the middle. And the last thing you want to do is let that touch you, because it acts as sort of like an arm that, when it grabs hold of you, it kind of flails you around. And you pull the nucleus to you with the long shot. When it starts spinning around like that, it gets a little harder to hit. It's better when it just comes up center like that. And something you can do with this boss is actually, like, I think you can hit it with arrows. I've tried a couple times though, and it doesn't quite work all the time. The more you start fighting him, or her, it, he, she, it, whatever, it starts sprouting more arms like that, and that's really the extent of this boss. I only ever get one solid hit on it when I bring it out of the water like that. So, be prepared to have this boss take a little while, and sometimes you can get another hits like that. Like, you hear that it started forming without him actually circling around. So, there's one, and it's about to form another, I think. Yep, gross. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Yeah, as an added challenge, you could try doing this in one of the center pillars, but that would just be suicide for us. And be sure not to run into the spikes. That's pretty self-explanatory, though. Oh, actually got it, but in a corner, so I didn't pull it onto land. And as we saw, there are no pots anywhere in this room, so we're just kind of gonna have to deal with the beeping noise now, too. Whenever I aim at it and shoot, I'm always worried that it's gonna hook onto the ladder and it'll pull me into the water, but I don't think it actually does that. Oh, no. I don't remember exactly how many hits it takes, but even with the Master Sword. Well, never mind, there it goes. Okay. I remember dying to that a lot more than I just did. I don't like it on the 3-heart challenge, but also on a regular challenge. Thankfully, that went swimmingly easier, though. No pun intended. We'll never know if that was water or Aquamoebic goo or what, but there you have it. An otherwise uninteresting boss fight completely done. Now we can progress. Holy shooties, I almost got that heart container. That would have been mala noticias for this challenge, indeed.